President's Day savings are happening now at the Home Depot with up to 40% off select appliances. Looking to upgrade your fridge? Check out LG's newest model, serving up ice in all kinds of styles. Cube, crushed, craft ice, and now new mini craft ice straight from the dispenser. From cold brew to fizzy favorites, these refrigerators will have you entertaining like a pro. Shop President's Day savings and get up to 40% off, plus free delivery on select appliances like LG at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $1,498 or more. Offer valid February 5th through the 25th, U.S. only. See store online for details.
Spring break isn't what it used to be. It's better. This spring, stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western. Visit bestwestern.com for complete terms and conditions.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
If I give you some context here, it seems deeply unfair what it is that we're doing in general to the dangers of going 200 miles an hour, that we are not celebrating Tyler Reddick winning a car-strewn last lap at Daytona, the biggest race that there is, because we are talking about two other things. Michael Jordan patting down a kid in a way that people felt was wrong, even with the context of there's ice in his shirt, and also a hero of mine trying to remember a loved one in an emotional fashion, but not taking into account that when you throw a loved one's ashes onto the track at Daytona, which is how the loved one I'm sure would have wanted it, you need the ashes to land on the track. It has to be the final lap. It cannot blow back in your face, blow behind you, blow into the popcorn behind you. You cannot leave the premises coughing and wheezing. I'm maintaining that what happened here in real life is funnier than any of the examples that I can give you from the movies that use this as a device. The most famous one I'm remembering is The Big Lebowski. That's the first time I saw this. The idea of taking ashes, someone's loved ones. John Goodman's character is crazy.
He's so bad.
Yeah, he's terrible, and you dislike him a great deal at this point in the movie. And he's a know-it-all, and he arrogantly throws the ashes into the wind, and then of course they they flood the dude's facial hair, and everyone's covered in gray. But Meet the Parents did this famously.
Yes. Yeah.
There are a number of movies that
nipples,
have done
Greg.
this.
Can you milk me?
That's it. That's the scene at the dinner table where the ashes end up.
Mama.
Falling, but those fall on the floor. They're not blowing into somebody's
But the cat takes a leak on him, too.
face. Yeah, but okay. How about
Jinxie.
How about if I give you? Thank you. We found a real area of expertise. How about the movie Due Date? Does the movie Due Date do anything for you guys? Because I'm still,
largely no.
But I'm still saying that what just happened yesterday in reality is funnier than these fictions that are being drawn up by very creative people. Grown Up and 2.5 Men have famous scenes of this as well. But I'm going to go ahead and maintain that there's nothing funnier than.
Oh yeah, I remember this from Grown Ups.
But even that's not as good as the sheer amount of ash that blew into that poor person's face as they're trying to remember a loved one. For all I know, there are tears on that person's face.
You're right, this is the best.
And no, it's The Big Lebowski is the best I've
Amazing.
seen.
It's amazing.
The Big Lebowski is the best I've seen, but I'm maintaining that what happened yesterday on the actual track at Daytona is funnier than any contrivance that has been imagined by fiction writers.
I'm sure whoever wanted their ashes thrown like that are so happy that that epic moment happened. Look at that finish at Daytona. It was crazy. And then, yeah, the ashes could have gone a little bit better, but it was very windy.
As we know from that top 5 a couple of weeks ago, everyone's favorite show here is Schitt's Creek. And in Schitt's Creek, they accidentally end up drinking coffee that was made out of the ashes of someone's great aunt.
Tasty.
Again, nothing as what happened in real life. Nothing as funny. Well, maybe the Big Lebowski might be funnier than that.
Obama said there were aliens.
He took it back, though.
He tried to walk it back.
Two people got to him. That's why, Dan.
Who got to him?
He walked it back.
Now, he was talking about Wemby.
He did walk it back. He said that there were aliens. He said it matter-of-factly, and then he said he had no knowledge. He just assumes it.
Oh, why is that? Why is that? In the age of disclosure, they can't trust the presidents with this information. They can't.
People are surprised to find out how much human ashes weigh. Cremains, they call them.
How much they weigh?
Guess how much?
Like a whole body?
Like 6 to 8 pounds.
I could see that.
Depends how large the person is, correct?
No, but the average is like 6. 4 to 8 pounds is the scale. But that surprised me the first time I learned that.
The video that we just showed, it feels to me like all 6 pounds. Like that was not a partial sampling. That was all of Dad, all of Grandpa, whoever the loved one was. I don't think we've identified it. We just keep making it inhaling Dad for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who
That had to be his dad.
I don't know.
It looked like a dad.
I don't know who the loved
It did
one
look
was.
like a dad.
Has his eyes.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
okay.
Dad.
No, but see, staggering away, coughing while waving your hand in your face because it's too smoky for you to see because Dad's remains are on your tear-strewn face.
Dad would have loved that push from Reddick on that final turn, too. It was crazy. It was a great finish. That's how every Daytona 500 should end, with just one car getting past the finish line,
Half the cars-
looking forward, and everyone else backwards and spinning out.
Half the cars were either on fire or spinning.
It's an awesome race. Instead, we're talking about Ashes and the game's greatest athlete allegedly feeling up a kid.
Ashes and asses. Let's go ahead and move to Chris Cody's contention here that I don't believe. I think he's overselling something. He must be. Chris Cody has alleged that there is now a rival to what we believe to be some of the most ridiculous sound ever played on this show. Matter of factly, Stephen A. Smith, a long time ago, before he was this distortion of ego that is Stephen A. Smith, long time ago, Stephen A. Smith said matter-of-factly something that you should know, which is that if he was a lawyer, even though he's not a lawyer or didn't even have to be a lawyer, if he was simply on the O.J. Simpson trial, O.J. Simpson, I guess, would have been guilty, right? So,
If he was a prosecutor.
okay, so yes, that he would.
He'd have won that trial.
All right, so he's often said that. So this is some of the most ridiculous sound. Now, are we going to play that sound, or we're going to play? Let's play that sound first.
I have profound respect for the late Johnny Cochran, God rest his soul. But if it might be the cockiest thing that I've ever said. Christopher Darden and Marsha Clark did an absolutely horrendous job as prosecutors. Because if it were me, there's no way in hell Johnny Cochran would have beaten me with that evidence that they had. I'm telling you right now, I'm not even a lawyer. There is no way that you would have put 12 jurors in front of me with that evidence, and I would have lost to even to Johnny Cochran. I'd have won that trial. I've often said that.
Wow.
How often do you think he said it?
He's often said it.
He's like LeBron. I think that I believe him. You give him 12 jurors of our peers, and you put Stephen A. up there with that evidence that they had. I think he's right.
So he makes this contention, and we claim that it is some of the cockiest and most ridiculous sound that he or any of people who speak have spoken. But here is Chris Cody to tell you that this sound rivals it.
Make no mistake about it, we wouldn't have a border crisis under my watch. Hell no. We wouldn't have this crime that exists in the streets of New York. You wouldn't hear about me saying defund the police. We ain't defunding any police. I'm calling 911 when there's a problem. I know you're calling 911 when there's a problem. I'll be damned if I'm going to have less police officers out there. There's going to be more. That's me.
That first line.
There wouldn't be a border crisis if he were in charge.
Because it's easy to fix.
This guy sucks, man.
Whoa.
He sucks.
Whoa.
No, he sucks.
Whoa.
Like, what are we doing? This guy knows less about the political landscape than he knows about baseball. Do you know how hard that is for Stephen A. Smith? The guy who thought Juan Soto always hits behind
He's not a
Aaron
baseball
Judge.
guy. He's not a baseball guy.
How about get informed on what you're supposed to be informed about before saying, like, oh, there's going to be more police? He also said that racism, just not a problem here. You know, racism. In the place where they needed to create another halftime show because they dared to put a Hispanic guy in the halftime show. What are we doing?
He definitely knows more about politics than baseball.
Yeah, I think you're wrong, Jeremy.
Sell him short.
Yeah.
The attacking him on the grounds that he doesn't know baseball when he's
a weird
saying,
one.
when he's saying
Self-proclaimed Yankee fan, Stephen A. Smith.
When he's saying that there would be no border crisis if he were in charge, for you to say, and you don't know baseball.
Yeah.
I felt like it was actually a pretty good one.
It's a strange place to attack him.
He knows less about that than even baseball because he knows nothing about baseball. I thought it was a pretty good equivalency.
We wouldn't have a border crisis under my watch.
Come on. When he says it like that, I would agree.
Yeah.
And then he dismounts. That's me.
That's how you run for office in America. All you have to do is make a statement like that. You don't need details.
Exactly right,
You don't
Greg.
need to back it up. You just say a statement like that, and people are like, "Yeah, I agree with that."
And we
He's
love
got my vote.
when something's under someone's watch. We love that.
Yeah.
Not on my watch.
Yeah.
I understand why anybody with an ego anywhere in the United States thinks they could do the same job our president is presently doing.
Do you want to hear Stephen A. on the economy?
Yes, please.
I would focus on a flourishing economy and making sure we did everything we could, because I believe when you have something to lose, you know how to behave. When you have something to lose, you know how to behave. If you have nothing, you have nothing to lose. And as a result, you're willing to tear down anything, even if it's America, because you feel betrayed by a country that's supposed to be looking out for you and positioning you to thrive instead of wallow in misery and suffering. So, of course, I would pay attention to the economy. I would pay attention to all of those things.
If I were president, there would be no unhappiness.
There you go.
Now you're talking, Dan. Wait a second. Go on. Keep on.
Then maybe people would have nothing to believe.
You almost have my vote. Keep talking.
Yeah,
Everybody would be happy and everybody would be rich.
Okay.
There's
Now
a
you're talking.
platform.
4-day work
There's a
week. Keep going.
platform.
All your dreams will come true if you just elect me. Yeah.
Getting better.
It's an effective platform. It's worked twice.
All of your problems, I'll fix them. Everything that's bothering you at home and your relationship, anywhere with your loved one. Have you thrown your ashes of your father in your own face? I'll have you have a clean face if you elect me.
And concepts of a healthcare plan.
What are you going to do when he's a Democratic nominee?
Who's he appealing to?
Vote for him. It is Idiocracy. I really thought the movie Idiocracy. I thought that the movie Idiocracy would be absurd 20 years later, but it's happening. It's in front of us every day.
In sports, championships aren't won alone. They're won with the right people around you. That's exactly what Intuit TurboTax brings to taxes. With TurboTax Expert Full Service, match with a dedicated tax expert who handles your taxes from start to finish. The experience is seamless. Start in person, finish online, move between both whenever needed. The dedicated tax expert keeps things updated every step of the way, so nothing falls between the cracks. Think of it like having a great head coach with a solid game plan. The plays are called, adjustments are made, and the work gets done while everyone stays focused on what actually matters. And just like game film doesn't wait for business hours, neither do taxes. With TurboTax Expert Full Service, you can get any tax question answered at no extra cost, even on nights and weekends during tax season. This is having someone in your corner running the whole operation and helping put points on the board. Get started at TurboTax.com. Only available with Intuit TurboTax Full Service experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Ryan. Now, if you've been following the show, you know I've been traveling, been super busy, been supporting my favorite football team with mixed results, right? Not the greatest hang so far in 2026. I try to find every excuse in the book. I had one buddy that was trying to invite me out. I wanted to stay in. He's like, come on, let's watch this NBA game. So I go over to his house. I watched this NBA game, and guess what? Something amazing happened. He pulled out the Miller Lights, and I knew right away I made the right call. Next thing you know, we're toasting, we're celebrating, we're having a great time. We're talking about nostalgia. We're talking about old friends that we had, and it was all thanks to Miller Lite. That icebreaker, because when you actually say yes and you actually show up, you want a beer that fits the moment. For me, that's Miller Lite. Legendary moments start with Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
You know, people keep asking me about my 2026 resolutions, and yeah, I got the usual stuff. You know, watch more games, complain about the power play, and pretend like my team's actually going to stay healthy. But this year, the one at the top of my list is simple. Get comfy. That's where Bombers comes in. They bring serious comfort to my everyday essentials. Bombers just dropped their all-new sports socks, engineered for running, golf, hiking, skiing, snowboarding, basically whatever you're pretending you're about to be really into. And I'm trying to stay active this year by playing hockey. I need these socks. It has cushioning where you need it, it's sweat wicking, solid support, no distractions, just comfort. And for the everyday stuff, Bombers footwear has you covered. Sunday slippers for staying in, Friday sandals for quick errands, and the new Saturday suede slip-ons for when you want comfort but still need to leave the house. premium everyday go-tos I don't really think about, which is kind of the point. And for every item you buy, Bombas donates one to someone facing housing insecurity. One bought, one donated. Over 150 million items so far. Head over to bombas.com/DKN and use code DKN for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/DKN, code DKN at checkout.
Don Batard.
The elephant went into a 7-Eleven and bought a pack of cigarettes. But my question to Ron is this.
Stugotz.
That joke didn't really land the way you wanted it to, did it? We all just stared at you. Didn't land at all.
This is the Don Batard Show with the Stugotz.
I've gotten to this too late in the show today. This is my fault in not properly celebrating somebody around here who is a legitimate South Florida icon, and we do not make many of those anymore. Ron Magill announced over the weekend that he was retiring, and there was a huge outpouring for Ron Magill because as we talk about these turbulent times where you can't trust anyone or anything, and there's a shamelessness that is so pervasive that it soaks everything up to and including the American flag. Ron Magill is a fundamentally decent government servant who has been that for 46 years and has represented himself and the zoo and South Florida in a way that is majestic, untouched, and unparalleled. And I ask all of you, can you tell me if you can think of a lot of South Florida icons like that when you're talking about somebody who's tethered to the past of Miami, remembers a different South Florida, 46 years in one place. I should tell you guys that he'll still be around here. We'll have him on as often as he'd like to be on. There's not going to be any pullback there. He's going to be running his foundation and still doing some of the same work that represents our greatest contribution as a charitable effort. You are the endowment's greatest giver of things, and now he's going to take that in retirement and buy luxury goods and penthouses. And
so he's getting into politics.
And he's going to squander all of your charitable efforts instead of giving it to the animals for their health care. He's going to behave like an animal on weekends.
Yeah, what do the animals need? They got it all.
But just a fundamentally decent public servant, right? Somebody who was always respectful of the rules. Both Stephen A. and Greg Cody are real big fans of rules today. And Ron Magill has always carried himself with grace. So when I ask you guys the question, I played this game with Zaslow for a while, South Florida legends in the media, but I don't know that anyone in the media goes and grabs as iconic a South Florida spot as Ron Magill would. I don't know if we still have a local news anchor or even a local newsman. Your father, Greg, would represent about the closest thing that we have to it as a 50-year employee of the Miami Herald, but who passes for a South Florida icon from a different time like that? And congratulations to Ron Magill. We're thrilled that he gets his liberty from all the things happening in government bureaucracy now that would whatever would cause an ending less pleasant than the one that he totally deserves.
Still doing their thing, right? That's what we're thinking.
That was well said.
So if you've rolled out.
I stumbled there through it, though, because I don't know what is known or what's not known about his actual retirement. Why are you guys playing sound in my ear? Any particular reason for that?
I don't know. It's happening every time I'm miking this.
We can move to diagnosing the next step.
I think that's GQ.
The government stuff that we were talking about, I was tying it to Ron Magill because government servants don't behave that way anymore.
Right.
Public figures on behalf of government service, I don't trust anybody these days in power. Do you?
No, and I think that's what Ron's retiring from is Miami-Dade government. I think he's still going to be out front in the public eye, doing all kind of stuff on behalf of his foundation, his enterprise on behalf of animals, and I still think he's going to be up front and out front and all around. So that'll be great.
You're questioning his retirement.
Out front, all around, yeah.
I know he's retiring from Miami-Dade government and the bureaucracy of it. That's what he's retiring.
Just quoting Dan.
That's what he's retiring from.
Yeah, he said it better, though.
Who did say it better? Because I thought we both said it pretty poorly, but no one as poorly as Mike is my inner monologue.
I said it quicker.
That wasn't his fault.
So I
though,
win. I said it quicker. Poorly, but quicker.
You have profited off of the final pieces of Ron Magill's career at the zoo. You have a couple of books that have been written in his name. I would think that you would eulogize him a little bit better than you just did.
Well, you never gave me the opportunity to. I think the world of Ron Magill. I'm not getting rich off The Pride of a Lion and the upcoming Sex and the Animals. Trust me on that. But it's been a labor of love. I've enjoyed.
What a weird thing to say during a eulogy.
I trust him on that.
I mean,
must have fallen well below expectations.
What a strange.
There was a little oomph behind that.
So I ask you to eulogize the career of Ron Magill.
Thought he would have made me more money.
I'm gonna buy a couple.
I was thinking
the first thing you say is that I didn't give you the chance, and then when I give you the chance, you'd say that the books you did with him didn't make as much money as you would have liked.
Do you mention it because it was Ron's fault?
First of all, you claimed I got rich on Ron Magill or something like that.
I said you made money off of the end of his career with a couple of different books. Did you not?
I was very proud of The Pride of a Lion.
But did you or did you not make money off the last part of his zoo career?
Yeah, just like I'm going to make money if my horse wins Thursday at Gulfstream Park, but it's not going to be enough worth bragging about. That's all I'm saying. It's a small publisher.
It takes a lot for him to brag.
You think I'm getting rich off The Pride of a Lion?
Go further back. You get rich.
I've given you the opportunity to eulogize Ron Magill's career
He's
in the
not
appropriate
dead yet.
fashion.
Why would I eulogize him?
What Dan does.
He's retiring.
He's retiring from
Act like he's dead.
government. He's not retiring from our lives. Trust me on that one. Ron
Give him a
Magill-
trilogy while he's still alive. It's the best time to do it because the dead can't hear you.
Right. I understand that. Thank you for reminding me, though. I think the world of Ron Magill. He's unblemished. He's a sincere man, a wonderful man, a good friend. I have zero bad to say about Ron Magill. He's spent a half a century under a lot of intensity in South Florida, and he has never made a misstep that I'm aware of.
Go on.
That's it. That's all that
Tony,
needs to
what are
be
you
said.
shaking your head about? Are you shaking your head about how poor?
I'm not going to vote for Greg later on because he's in this word salad, true intensity.
I'm not running.
Well, he just emotion. Your father can be emotional late in life about the silliest things, but if you ask your father to give you emotion, that's what you get right there. A big turd sandwich.
I don't think it qualified as a turd sandwich. I think that's being a little harsh. A little bit harsh.
He's mad.
Well, it's like absurd. Okay, I think the world of Ron Magill. Don't accuse me of a turd sandwich on his behalf. It's ridiculous. It's an insult. I don't know what else to say about Ron Magill. I'm grateful to him for asking me to write two books.
It'd be more of a hot dog than a sandwich. Like
Turd
that Hall
down
of
the
Fame
middle,
is.
yeah.
To be fair, the reason that I called it a turd sandwich is simply because of the amount of time he spent about how little money he made on these books.
Only because you introduced it by saying I've gotten rich off Ron Magill. And it's not true. And everybody knows it. Are you insane?
We're right on that line. We're going to lose him.
I didn't say that you've made yourself rich on this. I never said that. I just said you made some money off the end of his career. That seems accurate to me.
Some money. I would agree to some money, yes.
You keep emphasizing that not a lot.
You're the one who's volunteered that it's less than you wanted it to be. I didn't know how much it was. I just said that you made some money off it.
Make some eye contact.
Okay, ask Ron Magill how rich he's gotten off the
All right,
books.
we're getting bogged down here.
Because it's a turd sandwich.
He's mad. Look at him.
I mean, it's insulting. It's just absolutely rude.
We might have messed up.
Ignorant.
The Greg Cody Show featuring Greg Cody.
That's a great idea. Keep promoting him.
The podcast comes out weekly. Who's featured on this week's episode?
We go inside the PFPI Gala, our annual
Always a popular
tradition.
episode.
The door's open.
It's
Peace talks being brokered.
it's doing great business. People love that.
More him.
Yeah, thank you very much.
The yearly tradition of my dad as the commissioner announcing Greg's Lobos, and then he walks off stage and then enters the stage as Greg's Lobos.
Well, I got to play two roles. And we have catchphrase countdowns number 38 and 37 as well.
And you know them this week?
I'm not going to forget that he called my words about Ron Magill, a turd sandwich. I'm not going to forget that.
Ask him about catchphrases.
And by the way, I haven't heard an apology yet for that.
And that you're upset about not making more money.
I'm not upset.
No, but he insinuated that.
No, he may have insinuated it, which is probably why I reacted like I did.
You volunteered it. I didn't insinuate anything.
Eye contact.
I can't make it with you because you do not stay in character. You continue to give me advice as yourself in my inner monologue voice, and I don't appreciate you manipulating it that way. The Greg Cody Show featuring Greg Cody.
Thank you.
I keep forgetting that part.
comes out weekly, and it has catchphrases number 38 and 39 this week.
38 and 37. We go in sequence.
Do you have? I'm sorry. My bad.
Yes.
We're rattled.
So 38 and 37,
Right.
and what is on there? Can you give us a clue?
What do you want? Pick a number.
I'd like them both, actually, if you don't mind.
Yeah, let me just give you one.
I'd like the best one. I don't want the crappiest one. I'm maintaining.
37 be the best one?
No, because I'm maintaining.
You would think 37 would be better.
Nope.
Doesn't always work out that way.
It really doesn't. Mike's nailed it.
Zaz doesn't know anything about how this works.
You fool.
I don't. I
You would think, though.
You punk, you wuss boy, you jackass, you fella, you.
Christopher, what do you think is the best one? 38
Hold
or
on.
37?
Hold on a second. For those of you who do not know this backstory, Greg Cody Show featuring Greg Cody's a very popular podcast that Greg Cody's done for a long time. He is recounting his top 50 catchphrases every week, 2 at a time, for 25 weeks. He started at number 50. You would think that 37 would be better than 50. No. There's no proof of that, no guarantee of that. I'm maintaining he doesn't have 50 catchphrases. I'm maintaining he's got 25, but he had to get to 50. And so 25 to 50, a real hodgepodge, an adventure. It's Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Wow.
It's nuts.
Yeah, name one that I've done so far.
Hip reference.
Greg Cody's number 37
So it's a hodgepodge, but you can't name one that I've done.
Quick,
where's my click?
As a matter of fact, that is one that I've done. That was number 49.
Oh, you have all of them. Wow. You want to run through some of the 40s?
Yes, let's run through. Now we can do 50 through 40. In fact, get him the fanfare right now. Number 50.
I am fuller than Vern Fuller.
49.
Where's my click?
48.
Hey, Butterfinger.
47.
Punt.
46.
Scranton.
45.
I'm busier than a one-armed paper hanger.
I have heard that one for a long time. 44.
Georgia.
43.
I'm the kind of guy that
42.
ball on the jack.
41.
Hey, we're the monkeys, baby.
40.
Thank you, Billy.
Too soon. 39.
I love him like a pet.
38.
All right, you want 38 or 37?
37. 37.
You want 37?
Yeah, give me 37. Sure.
We're rolling now, huh?
38. Give me 38.
Nah, let's not do that.
Got to keep one more.
What?
You got to keep them one more.
Yeah, I gotta keep one.
For
under
your own
wraps.
podcast?
Yeah.
Under embargo?
Yeah.
I have a feeling this is one of those situations where 38 might be better than 37.
I think you're probably right.
That's why I want to know. That's why I'm asking right now, because 37, none of us have ever heard him use 37 before. What's 37?
We're rolling now, huh?
That's anytime the Codys are leaving on a vacation. As soon as you hit the highway in the car, we're rolling now, huh? The key is the huh at the end of it.
Some of them are things that I'm known for by saying it in public. On this show, for example. Other things are within the family that only Christopher or my wife or somebody like that would know.
So the road trip starts and you get a, where's my click, and then a few minutes later, once you're on the highway, it's, we're rolling now.
Right.
And then at some point, the traveling goats.
Yeah, the click is just for a seatbelt.
Right, so at the start, just making sure everybody's locked in.
Right. That kind of thing.
That'll be a top tenner.
Was a cough 37?
No.
You just caught one in the wild. The combination. I think a cough should be on the 50. Him coughing should be one of the 50.
That's not a bad idea. How do you spell me coughing, though?
Can you give us 38, please? Give us 38 so we can see if it's better than 37. We're already here now. We need the payoff.
All right. Who made it a salad? That's another one that's not really, I don't say it in public, but if I'm making Sunday dinner and there's a salad on the table, I'm always saying, who made it a salad?
Is that an Italian man?
Yes, it's a stereotypical.
I like that. That's good. That's allowed again.
And when I'm feeling good, sometimes I put an H in salad, like, who made it a salad?
He's cooking.
Thank you.
I don't think you can do that to Italians.
No, you absolutely cannot. Yeah.
It's not a.
That's a play on.
It's a play on if you're not Italian. It's
No,
a play
the
on.
cabal that runs the world agreed. You can do Italian stereotypical voices.
See, you can. There used to be a famous TV commercial in the 70s where the guy went, "That's a spicy meatball."
Yeah, that was the 70s. 50 years ago, back when we did that stuff.
Well, we do it still.
Yeah, that stuff
Who
is
made
fact
it a
checked.
salad? It's a complimentary.
An old woman.
Italian brethren.
That sounds like the Hootie Day.
Similar. My daughter-in-law's Italian. She endorses it.
Some of my best family members are Italian.
That's right.
We heard you. 9 years of Bring Back the Snack Wrap, and you've won. But maybe you should have asked for more. Say hello to the Hot Honey Snack Wrap. Now you've really won. Go to McDonald's and get it while you can.
Don Batard.
That's how it's going to end. The mailing it in end of the retirement, Chris, go get me this, is just going to be him coming out and hitting the 1 or 2 notes of that kind of thing, and you know it, and then just giving us finger guns and leaving.
Baby.
You should listen to the Greg Cody Show podcast because that's all we do for 55 minutes a week is just say catchphrases. We even make songs about them. And you know it is a song. For crying out loud. That's great. Hopefully that's a Suey nominee for Best Song. And you know it, baby, and you know it.
Stugotz.
And you know it, baby, and you know it. Yeah, it is it. And you know it, baby, and you know it. Yeah, it is it. And you know it, baby, and you know it.
This is the Don Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Can you tell me, just out of curiosity, set the scene for us here? Are you indeed making the salad? Is someone eating the salad? When is this being presented? Is it over dinner? Salad is on the table and someone is eating it, and then all of a sudden you unleash your Italian, your vaguely offensive Italian stereotype?
Yeah. I don't consider it to be vaguely offensive. Sometimes I say it in the context of any cooking or eating, for example.
So there doesn't have to be salad involved for you to say.
There usually is.
There usually is, but like one of the Cooking with Cody videos I did.
Beef Wellington?
I think it was the Beef Wellington where I'm in the middle of doing something in the kitchen and I'm like, who made it a salad? Because why? Because I'm in the kitchen. You know, we got ingredients here. We got onions. This type of thing, you know.
That's not how you chop onions.
Yeah, chopping it, and so who made it a salad? That just means me in the kitchen, doing my thing. But it's only number 38, so there's a lot more to go. We're coming up to the 1/3 mark in the top 50 catchphrase countdown. Exclusively on the Greg Cody Show.
That sounded a lot like Casey Kasem. Did you guys give me other South Florida icons that you would put in a class with Magill, by the way? Because I don't know if there are many. Like somebody who's been representing South Florida to the world.
Well, I asked. They have to be active, right? You're asking for active.
Well, if you were to go with any of sort of the news anchors that were, Dwight Lauderdale and Ann Bishop and Tony Segreto.
Anchor with a whip.
Media does it.
Why's he got a whip?
That's what Uncle Neil used to say about Ann Bishop. Anchor with a whip. Don't ask me why. You could ask Neil Rogers that.
We can't.
Can't ask him.
I know, exactly.
South Florida luminaries that are like Ron Magill, I got Jamaican Paul.
Still active, by the way. And a fresh pair of J's, by the way.
He gave me COVID once. Like, pretty sure.
Let's get to some LeBron sound here. For some reason, and I don't know. Yeah, Zaslow's got an unreasonable amount of distaste for some of the things that LeBron does.
Dan, it's every time he talks, he lies. That's distasteful to me.
So he says here, listen to this, about whether or not he's playing next year or not. This is his response.
Yeah, I mean, I want to live. When I know, you guys know. I don't know. have no idea. I just want to live. That's all.
So when he knows, he'll let us know. He's going to tell us right away.
I just want to live.
I think he's just reading the headlines.
Like he doesn't know. So you're telling me it's believable to you that he has a family, he has a wife. There's not been a moment that his wife has said, "What are you thinking about next year?" No, has not come up in conversation. Pretty major life event to decide if you're going to retire. Hasn't come up at all. He doesn't know.
I get you, but I think in this instance, we should give him some grace. I think retirement conversations are often like that. If you've ever talked to an older loved one that's winding down their career, now LeBron's not old, but he's old for that type of career. Sometimes it's like that.
He's
I don't
not
exactly.
retiring.
Okay, I don't disagree, but I do think the conversations around people's retirement often is like, I don't want to think about it right now. I don't know. When I know, I'll know.
It's just never been more obvious. Like, there's never been a guy that I'm so sure is going to do the retirement tour. It's so obvious he's going to announce it before a season. So this whole mid-season, this could be it. It's just, it's so full of it.
I mean, Dan, media day for all the players was Saturday. He did his own by himself on Sunday. No one else. Everyone else was Saturday. He did just him Sunday.
He's been doing that for years, though.
I understand. But still, that goes to the whole point. It's all about LeBron. I'm not going to give you an answer on retirement. I don't know. So it keeps the conversation going.
He's earned the right. He's an all-time great.
Let's have this conversation because that's my response to it. I'm perpetually confused by the number of quibbles that people have around the entirety of the LeBron thing, right? You're watching an all-time great, and I don't believe that we can enjoy the all-time greats the way that we used to. There's too much examination, too much access. I don't think it's actually possible for the sports fan today to not be jaded by an assortment of different cynicisms that make it that we can't enjoy an all-time great while he's being an all-time great properly. It's always going to come with some criticisms. He's got fewer than just about anybody that I could give from the ages of 16 to the oldest player in the league, all NBA, all of the years between that. Now out recently with foot arthritis, but still one of the best players in the league statistically. There may be two players on his team better than him, but that team's not going anywhere. And the thing that I'm going to say frustrates me, it also makes me a little bit sad. It's not just that he's an all-time great. He defies all medicine playing this way at this age. It doesn't even make any sense. Whether he misses 16 games or not, it makes no sense that this human being, better than all human beings except for maybe Kareem at this age, and he's better than Kareem at this age because it's not just skyhooks and being taller than everybody. He's still one of the best athletes on the court. We cannot enjoy it or appreciate it properly because we've had it for too long. Like people will get tired of whatever the thing is that's been in the stream for too long. And this one's been in the stream for 21 years.
Which I'm sorry, it's why you need a retirement tour to remind you. So you don't take it for granted and to monetize it, because there's a lot of money in that.
Yeah, I mean, it's laughable to me that there's this idea that he's just going to retire one day. He's not going to do a whole tour. He's not going to do I'm in your city for the very last time.
But why shouldn't he make it a big marketing spectacle as somebody who's been the face of the league for 20 years?
Oh, no. He should. I push back on the idea that he doesn't know. That he may just decide in the offseason, I'm done. That's the part I push back on.
All right,
of course he should have a retirement
When
tour.
are you retiring?
That's a good point. I can relate to that because you spend 20 years, 30 years
Lean back more.
being identified by something, and you hate to give it up. That's all. And
have you thought about it?
Yeah. I've thought
okay, he's
about
saying
it.
he hasn't thought about it.
No, of course I've thought about it, and I'm sure he has too. But why would he tell the media before he tells his family? What does he owe the media to announce his decision and then have his wife hear about it on TV?
He did say he'd tell us first.
I don't know.
See, I'm never going to tell an athlete when to retire. LeBron James can play as long as he wants, and I'm going to appreciate him for as long as he does. Venus Williams is back in tennis at age 45. Lindsey Vonn, an all-time great downhill skier, just re-injured herself at age 41 and says she plans to continue
That seemed
to play.
not worth it, all of that. The 4 surgeries seemed to make all of that not worth it.
You're right.
My dad didn't want to talk about retirement, didn't give me much, and then one day it was kind of decided for him. And when you're an athlete, like, your body kind of tells you one day. I don't think I get where you're coming from, Zaz, and I myself understand that LeBron's probably going to make a big deal. I would expect that given what we know about LeBron. But I do think this subject, when you're so identified with what you do with your occupation, I do think it's very strange. I've spoken to a lot of people that I can't quite pin down, and they're kind of weird about it.
I also think it's possible here that, like, you're dealing with a guy who knows he will retire soon, but, like, has been really good this season, maybe better than he anticipated given the injuries, and is looking at this offseason and going, well, what contracts am I going to get offered? Am I going to get a multi-year deal from Cleveland? Am I going to get a one-year deal? What does this ultimately look like? I'm not totally sure yet, and I'm kind of sick of the speculation that's out there. And I think that what we should be doing is enjoying it. Enjoy the fact that LeBron James is still playing at a high level. This is what we were talking about before. We're like going into, but there's going to be a retirement tour and there's going to be this, and I'm already upset about it. Instead of just enjoying the present moment, the same way that people went into the slam dunk contest with preconceived notions or the three-point contest with preconceived notions, enjoy it. Enjoy the fact that one of the legends is here.
I don't think that Zaz would have this opinion if LeBron was doing this with the Heat. I don't think he would.
Of course I wouldn't. I'm transparent about my hypocrisy when it comes to stuff like that. I'm not hiding from anyone. Of course I'd be okay with it.
I don't think people knew that before you just said it. I don't think that people assume that, well, maybe Miami sports fans do, but I don't think that it's so well known. When has anyone around here fully embraced their hypocrisy? Show me all the times that has happened.
I'm completely self-aware when it comes to my sports hypocrisy.
What is the difference?
Because then he'd be my guy. He's doing something for me. That's the transaction with sports fan and sport athletes. Do something for me. That's not hard to understand.
Oh, it's just nakedly honest.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Ryan. Now, if you've been following the show, you know I've been traveling, been super busy, been supporting my favorite football team with mixed results, right? Not the greatest hang so far in 2026. I try to find every excuse in the book. I had one buddy that was trying to invite me out. I wanted to stay in. He's like, come on, let's watch this NBA game. So I go over to his house. I watch this NBA game, and guess what? Something amazing happened. He pulled out the Miller Lights, and I knew right away I made the right call. Next thing you know, we're toasting, we're celebrating, we're having a great time. We're talking about nostalgia. We're talking about old friends that we had, and it was all thanks to Miller Lite, that icebreaker. Because when you actually say yes, and you actually show up, you want a beer that fits the moment. For me, that's Miller Lite. Legendary moments start with Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.